What is going on, good people of the internet? Welcome back to another day in the life of the PEV point of view. Today we have a video that I've been waiting about 2 weeks to do. As you already know, I got the Grizzla Syncs in store. And today we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of the Grizzla Syncs, and we're going to be doing a little comparison between some extra pads that I had laying around. On the right hand side, we got the Cohedron PowerKnobz. I've really been digging these pads, honestly. I love them so much. So I'm interested to see how they're going to compare to the Grizzla Sync pads. But man, these Cohedrons are great. I really love this front angled section. It really does give you a lot more leverage to kind of push into the wheel and torque your wheel more than the Void Core PowerKnobz option does. And I have them here today with the XL brake extender. I love this brake extender. It's made my enjoyment of the pads go up quite a bit. I mean, look how big that brake extender is. I absolutely love having the pads connected to my shin and always being able to feel them while it's, when it's time to brake. And on the left-hand side, we got the Clark Titan pads. I really did like these pads when I first got them. They're actually made of foam, Clark foam Titan pads. So it's a much softer compound than any 3D printed material. And if you have them locked down enough, it really does hug your foot. Now, I really like these pads. I would continue to ride them, but the thing is, if you see how thin they are compared to the PowerKnobz, right? They're almost half, maybe 60% of the way. I have really enjoyed having my whole top foot covered by the pad. And I can't even tell you how many times that saved me when I hit a weird pothole, when I hit a jump wrong, and I bounce off the wheel. I'm locked in by those pads, but never too tight, and I love that. It's been great. But that's not the point of the video today. The point of the video is the Grizzla Sync. So let's get them unboxed, and we're gonna talk through some differences between these pads and those two pads. So while I'm unboxing, I ordered these pads on May 15th, the day they released. I was clicking refresh on the website. I knew they were coming out, and I think I might have been one of the first few people to order them. And I'm getting them today on June 2nd, which is just over 2 weeks. I think that's 18 days of shipping time. So if you see your order start to go into production phase, just know they'll be here soon. Oh man, right away. Grizzla has really good Velcro. Looks like these are two or four sets of loops for your pads. I mean, look at that. That's like 6 inches wide. Oh, it's just one big ass roll. That's crazy. That's so much, crazy amount of real estate. So much room on the Velcro. Like, look at that. A lot of Velcro. I'm probably going to be using that at some point in time. I've got a ton of Velcro already. As you know, I like to use Velcro brand Velcro. Ooh-wee. And look at these. Man, I don't know if you know, I like that hot pink, that candy. I said it was, what'd I say it was? Strawberry banana yogurt, that's what I said. I was deciding between colors, and I just saw this pink Grizzla filament TPU and knew that I had to have it. So these are the brake pads right here. Let's get the rest off. See what else is in this box. Obviously, I'm going right for the pads first. So that's what we're all here for, but look at that. Look at the shine on that. Perfect Grizzla print quality, 3M reflectors. I didn't order any lights because I didn't think it was a very good value at $40 for lights that you can find on AliExpress for like, $6 to $10 shipped. So if you want to save some money, don't order the lights, or do if you want to. You can find them other places. Okay, so we got the pads. They're looking hella clean, I gotta say. As well as in the box, you got this, Grizzla kit. I think this is gonna be the little spatula tool. Okay, so this is really convenient. This is ghost line pin. Essentially, this is a chalk pin So you can mark the outline of your pads on the Velcro, and then, you know, rip them off your pads, rip them off your wheel, and then you'll know exactly where to put them back the next time you need to place your pads on. So that's super convenient. This also super convenient. It's kind of like a paint spatula or something. Really helps you get in under the Velcro, rip it off of the side of the wheel. Also got some stickers. Gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed they didn't color match my stickers. I would have loved to have the matching pink and yellow stickers that say Grizzla. Got a bunch of other colors, but not these color. So, okay, let's get into it. Man, these feel super good. I gotta say, these feel really nice. So if you don't know about the Sync pads, the idea here is there's 2 layers of 3D printed material. The top one is much harder than the soft inside pillow, is what they're calling it. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. The pads also have this little section right here for a air tag. I was wondering if they were gonna include this little black cutout thing, and they did, which is nice. I can't get it out right now, so you get the idea. You put your air tag in here, attach it to the wheel, and you'll always be able to track your wheel. Okay, so what were my main questions about these pads when I ordered them, right? I knew from the video that they were wider than regular Grizzla pads, but how wide are they compared to PowerKnobz, right? This is what I ride each and every day, so it's gonna need to be almost as wide. And as you can see, they look awesome. They look perfect. I'm so excited to try these now that I see these in real life. They are actually a little bit taller than PowerKnobz, maybe about the same, but man, that's really thrilling. I'm excited to see that. I'm curious to see how the 2-piece setup goes. If you've seen my videos, I always recommend the 1-piece PowerKnobz because the Velcro adhesion is so much better than any 2-piece pad setup. If you lean really hard on a 2-piece pad setup, you have a lot higher likelihood of ripping the Velcro off the wheel. And as you know, flying 50 miles per hour down the street, that is absolutely not what you want. So I'm curious to see how the 2-piece pad setup goes. I did see some people in the comments saying that that Grizzla uses a special type of Velcro, and I don't know if you can tell any difference, but they look pretty similar to me, except you see that shine on the PowerKnobz. These ones don't have that. So I don't know. It seems like it is a different material. I've had no problems with these pads. They've been great. Like I said, 1-piece setup with the XL extenders, no problems with adhesion. But yeah, the 2-piece pad setup gets you to lock in and adjust your pad setup exactly where you want it. I'll need to go and look. I guess this is the right side rear, and this is probably the left side rear. So we're looking at the left here. But yeah, what else can I talk about? So on the pads, they have this little marker and these little notches, I guess you'd call them. Those are for if you have like a preferred tilt angle, right? If you like leaning your wheel a lot forward, the next time you rip your pads off and put them back on, you'll know which notch to align them to. I'm more of a lean rider, so I'm not gonna ride them straight up. But yeah, as far as the angle of the front pad, I saw some talk that they were very similar to the Cohedron PowerKnobz, and I gotta say that is the case. As you can see, they are very, very similar, but I'm really interested to see how that dual density TPU pad design is gonna turn out when I'm riding the wheel. Okay, so that's a great comparison between the PowerKnobz. Real quick, let's look at the brake length, I'd say. So you got your heel lock level, and this is one thing that kind of concerns me about the pads, right? I've gotten so used to having this full extended XL brake extender that transitioning to the lower cut one might feel a little different at first. And just for reference, right, for the XL brake extenders, really cool design, right? You can pop out the regular size, pop in the XL, whatever you want to do. And if you're just looking at the bare bones PowerKnobz, the brake extender is almost at the exact same length, right? They're just about the same. So this is gonna be hitting like my very lower shin. This is gonna be lower than my calf. So that'll be in a little bit of an adjustment. But yeah, I'm gonna, of course, be giving you all my thoughts on future videos as I test them out on the wheel. I know right after I record this video, I'm gonna go throw them on that Bigodi X-Way and see how I like them. So let's get these pads locked back in, move the PowerKnobz out of the way, talk about the Clark pads. So as I said in the beginning, I really do like the Clark pads. They're great, except they don't cover as much surface area on the top of my foot as I would have preferred, right? With the PowerKnobz, think about these are my feet. I can push straight forward to accelerate. On these pads, I have to angle my lean this way because the pads are thinner. And that's something I don't like. I like being able to accelerate how I normally do, which is leaning forward, like I just said. So looking at the length of these guys, yeah, that's a good shot. Look at that. Gotta be double in length. Gotta be double. But yeah, let's see. Anything else I didn't cover? We got the pads. They look beautiful. I didn't get the lights, reasons I mentioned before. Happy I got a metric fuck ton of Velcro. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna put that on some wheel, who knows. Paint spatula tool, Velcro remover, super handy. One thing I can't say about these pads, the adhesion for Velcro is absolutely crazy. I don't know if they're using a different type of Velcro or it's just the fact that it has so much surface area, but like I struggle to rip those off my wheel with my hands. So this is gonna be something that's gonna be really helpful to get in there and kind of remove the Velcro, remove the pads from the Velcro. But yeah, I think that's about it. Really excited to test these pads out. As I just mentioned a second ago, I'm gonna go ride my X-Way right after this. Probably won't record until later in the week, but when I do, you already know I'm gonna throw these sexy pads on the wheel and give you all my thoughts and opinions on how they ride. Okay, one more thing before I go, little bonus section. I just want to talk to you guys about something real quick. So as you know, I support PowerKnobz. They support me. I support Grizzla. They don't support me. I support Clark pads. The thing that these three pads all have in common are that they are the intellectual property of their creators, right? I'm sure if you're following the EUC space, you saw that there was a KnockOff pad set designed based on this before the real ones even released. And I get the point, right? We live in a world where 3D printers are accessible and everyone theoretically has the freedom to design and build their own things. But me, I'm a man of respect. I'm a man of integrity. I value people who put their hard work into designing these pads, like Jessica at PowerKnobz, Eric, Roger Chapman, who did the VCF power pads, who helped design these. Like, I value their inputs, their R&D, their development time into the pads. And that's why I personally will always support the real creator of products and buy directly from the source, right? There's a reason you don't see me rocking a Ning Ning charger or a PID Zoom charger on my channel. I always use Roger chargers, right? He's the one who imports them. He's the one who helped design them. He's the one who's optimizing them, and he stands behind his products and helps support them. I don't know if you guys share the same opinion as I do, right? Everyone has their own opinion, but me personally, I am always gonna stick by the original creators of products that I love, right? I love these PowerKnobz, and I'm really thankful to the creators who made them and made my EUC riding experience even better. Without the hard work of people who originally came up with these designs, you wouldn't have a knockoff. There's a knockoff of PowerKnobz. They're never going to be as good as the original, no matter how many times you scale them, no matter how many times you redo them, whatever. It's never going to be as good as this print quality from this company with this TPU. I don't want to see you guys having to glue your own power pads and the pillows, right? And again, this is just my opinion, but I stand by creators of products that I like, and that makes a difference to me. I don't care if I pay an extra 50% on the price of the product. I'm supporting the people who actually came up with the design themselves, and that means something to me. It might not mean something to you, but it does for me. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you tuning in to another day in the PEV point of view. I am thrilled to test out these pads, and I'm going to report back to you on all my findings in the next edition of the PEV point of view. So thank you for taking time out of your day to view life from the PEV point of view. I just said it like 10 times, but you get the picture. All right, guys, take care. Grizzla Syncs are out.